What I'm going to do is, I'm going to come up to you. You're going to go down 3 times, right? And then on the last one, I'm going to run straight up to you and throw the biggest right hand that's ever seen in the heavyweight division. What I'll do is, I'll just miss by a millimetre, but you pretend that it's hit you. Or if it does hit you, just go down and pretend you're knocked out. So yeah, no, it definitely wasn't staged.
Almost like you know something that everyone else doesn't know. There's a little smile on your face. What you know about this fight on Friday that everyone else doesn't seem to know?
No, I think sometimes it just make me laugh a little bit because I know that, okay, we are going to fight in boxing rules, but what happened if it was just a free fight on MMA rules? I would smoke those guys.
I love it. Your official prediction, Francis.
What's up, guys? So guys, what I'm going to do, I've just gone back. I've just been looking at a few things before the fight actually happened. So I've been digging into the conspiracy, guys. Said I wasn't going to go into these conspiracies, but it looks like there's a lot of demand for it. People like to watch stuff like this. So found something interesting. You might like to see it. Again, guys, I'm not giving any view. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying I believe this is true. You guys can decide what you think in the comments. I'm just going to put the information out there from what I've seen. Could be false, could be true. Just let me know if you think there's anything in it. But I have seen some stuff. It's very interesting. And what I'm going to show here is going to get a lot of people pissed off in the comments. I can tell you that now. But I don't give a shit. I'm going to just put it out there, man. You lot can decide. But I want to show you an interview that Francis Ngannou had before the fight with Ariel Helwani, and then I want to play another interview of what Eddie Hearn was saying sarcastically in a IFL TV interview. My thing is, could this be true? So I'm collating all the evidence here and putting it together just to see if anything can be made out of this. Now let's have a look, man. All right, so Ariel Helwani at the weigh-ins had an interview with Francis Ngannou. I'm going to play that for you now. Just listen to what he says, and then I'll jump in after. So this was at the weigh-in, yeah?
You face off with him, there's always a bit of a smirk. Almost like you know something that everyone else doesn't know. There's a little smile on your face. What you know about this fight on Friday that everyone else doesn't seem to know?
No, I think sometimes it just make me laugh a little bit because I know that, okay, we are going to fight in boxing rules, but what happened if it was just a free fight on MMA rules? I would smoke those guys.
I love it. Your official prediction, Francis. What is it?
And I'm the only one to go in the backyard. None of them can come to my backyard. I'll take two of them at once.
And twice on Sunday, I believe.
There's one area that I want to look at. Why did Francis Ngannou say this? Hear this again, guys.
No, I think sometimes it just make me laugh a little bit because I know that, okay, we are going to fight in boxing rules, but what happened if it was just a free fight on MMA rules? I would smoke those guys.
I love it.
There's something dodgy about that, guys. Very dodgy. Again, I'm not saying anything. I'm not implying anything. Was Francis Ngannou paid off? Did someone pay Francis Ngannou to lose? Now, again, I don't know, because look, before the fight, he's basically saying he's going to lose here, essentially, because he goes, this is a boxing fight in boxing rules. What happens if we go into MMA? He weren't saying this in the Fury fight. I don't know, and that laugh there is a little bit weird for me. But again, I'm not applying anything, but I don't know, man. Couldn't someone have paid Ngannou off to lose, to get knocked out? Because it's very strange. Again, I'm not applying anything here. I'm just looking at the evidence. So essentially, he's saying before the fight, he's saying we're going into a boxing fight. So, but what happens if we go into an MMA fight? Why would you say that before a boxing fight? So you're essentially saying you're going to lose. Now, again, he could just be saying it out of like knowing that it's going to be a tough task. So you might not be able to read too much into it. But now I want to show another interview, guys, of Eddie Hearn. Big boy Eddie Hearn. This was funny to me as well, to be honest. So what I'm going to show you here is what Eddie Hearn said regarding the comments that Francis Ngannou. If you haven't seen my last video, I'll put them up. I've got a couple of videos on my channel of you could say the excuses or what Francis Ngannou said on his side why he lost the fight. This is Eddie Hearn reacting to it. I'm just going to give you my take. So let's have a look what Eddie Hearn says about it.
What did you make about his reasonings to why everyone is entitled to their reasons and to why they believe they weren't at their best or whatever? What did you think?
I thought it was really disappointing, to be honest with you. Like, I really liked Francis Ngannou, and I thought in the build-up, very respectful, even in defeat, very respectful. But what he basically said was he was told to come to the venue an hour before Joshua, and these are the games that people played. Well, who's playing the games? We certainly didn't tell him what time to go to the venue. You know, everybody had their time to go to the venue, of which we had as well. But you make your own decisions about what time you go to the venue, and that's all down to your preparation before a fight. Some people like to get there 3 hours before the fight. Some people like to get there an hour and a half before the fight. It's completely up to you. So Joshua came at the time he likes to come at. I think Joshua was probably told to come earlier, as all fighters are. Probably a little bit of lack of experience, but you know, to point the fingers that people were playing games. And he said, and it got him tired. Well, what was he doing? A circuit or something in the changing room? I mean, he was only sitting down on the sofa. I mean, with all due respect, I don't think it mattered if he had 1% of energy or 99% of energy. He was still getting iced. And he got iced. And he should just say, I got iced by the best heavyweight in the world. Congratulations. And, you know, he's going to go on. Heard his comments, he might fight again, he might go to UFC. He's got a great career ahead of him. He's a fantastic fighter.
So, just before I continue the interview, because he does have a few things else he's going to say. To be honest, you can't knock what Eddie Hearn's saying. The point about him going to the changing rooms, a lot of people have said it's due to inexperience. AJ was told to get there early, but AJ decided to come later. And Ngannou chose to go early. Again, guys, very relevant point. If you got no experience in boxing, you probably wouldn't know that. But I don't know, did that happen in the Fury fight? With the Fury fight, I don't know, maybe they didn't tell him to come that early in the Fury fight. I don't know, guys. But again, I'm not looking at that information. I'm looking at something else here. I'm looking at, was this fight fixed somehow? So that's what I'm focusing on. Again, I'm just having a look at any angles that say it could be fixed. That's it. That's what I'm trying to dig into, looking at information. So let's just carry on what Eddie Hearn's saying. But
I think is absolute bollocks, right? But I know you would have seen, like, where the video of Joshua's knockout is slowed down and people were saying it was staged and all this. I mean, I want to go on record as saying this is absolutely mental.
It was one of the most brutal things I've ever seen. You could hear the punch land at the back of the arena. I mean, the internet is just wild. And there are even people that are like slowing down the image and like stopping it to make sure that he actually missed him. I mean, did you see Francis Ngannou? He's by his own admissions. He said, I remember the first punch, the first knockdown. After that, I don't remember anything else. I mean, he was completely and utterly out, cold, on the floor. I mean, to the point...
Worryingly.
Very worryingly. So, yeah, no, it definitely wasn't staged. Fuck's sake, some right tips out there.
I actually have to...
I don't know what it is. I just didn't like the way Eddie Hearn said it definitely wasn't staged. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't... Look, from my opinion, as I said, man, I don't usually go down these rabbit holes, but you know what? I'm going down there today for whatever reason. If it was staged, I don't think Eddie Hearn or Joshua would have been involved in the staging. I think it would have been someone higher up with a lot of money. They may not even be aware of it being staged. I don't know, Eddie Hearn might be, I don't know. But Joshua doesn't strike me the type to know, but it's just something doesn't add up, because the first round, what happened in the first round, it looks like pure boxing. Second round knockdown, pure boxing. It was just a knockout for me, guys. That was strange, man. It's just strange. But again, guys, it could just be, as I said, Francis just weren't there. Even how he's saying, Ngannou said he wasn't there. When someone says they wasn't there in the fight, they wasn't there, that means something in your brain's not going right. Now, when you get punched, your brain might go wrong, but could it be something else? Because as I showed you all the previous evidence with the fights, I've showed you the Joshua fights. No opponent stands in front of JJ like that, man. Don't think Ngannou has got no experience, because he's a fighter as well. Even in UFC, guys, when you get dropped, you don't walk up to your opponent, guys. You just don't do it. But let's just carry on.
This conversation with a couple of people I know who have bought into this a little bit, and I had to explain them. So you're telling me that this has been like a...
So, I mean, just like, let's talk about it. So if it was staged, so Joshua throws the right hand, but just misses, or Ngannou just takes it clean on the chin, but pretends to be knocked out. Is that which one is it?
And also, they've spent weeks manoeuvring this as well without no one knowing.
WWE style. What's going to happen is, mate, I've trained for 12 weeks and I've done like 200 rounds of sparring. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to come up to you. You're going to go down 3 times, right? And then on the last one, I'm going to run straight up to you and throw the biggest right hand that's ever seen in the heavyweight division. What I'll do is I'll just miss by a millimetre, but you pretend that it's hit you. Or if it does hit you, just go down and pretend you're knocked out. I mean, the conspiracy theory is actually worldwide, not just about AJ and Ngannou, worldwide. Like even the one, I remember actually people said it about Jake Paul's knockout of, what was that guy's name?
Anderson Silva? Diaz?
No, the other one.
So he's about to talk about Jake Paul. I'm going to go into that one as well, guys. This was going to be part of my video, guys, the Jake Paul knockout. So let's just carry on.
No, not Nate.
Tyron Woodley.
Yes. Like, oh, that was a fake. You see the right hand there, and you see the spray coming off his head. This is not WWE. And AJ... I mean, firstly, can you imagine me going up to AJ and going, right, mate, we want to talk about how we're going to stage a knockout between you and Ngannou, and like him with Ben Davison in camp working on actually just missing. Do you know what I mean?
Crazy world we live in, absolutely.
All right, guys, I'm not going to go too much more into it, man. So that's Eddie Hearn addressing these conspiracy points. But again, guys, I'm just trying to look at if there's anything to it now. Again, guys, on my end, I never really buy into any of this stuff, and I'm not really buying into it now. But I just want to put some information out there just for you guys, just to decide, because this is what I'm going to look at now. He talked about the Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight. I'm going to bring that one up as well. I definitely wanted to have a look at that. I think there is something to the knockout here, guys. Now, I'm gonna again, man. People get pissed off in these comments, man, but look, man, I don't give a shit, because this is my channel, yeah, and I'm just doing this for entertainment. I see some people get very annoyed with these sort of videos, man. Guys, you need to understand, this is my channel. I put loads of different things up. I don't buy into conspiracies, but sometimes it's just fun to make videos like this. I do this for fun, so I'm not going to stop making videos like this. Some people do enjoy them. You could say, oh, I'm clickbaiting. I don't care, guys. I don't really care about the views on my channel. I don't earn anything for YouTube. I'm a small channel, so I'm going to keep making videos like this. It's not just going to be videos on conspiracies and stuff. I'll cover a broad range of things about combat sports, but if I find some things interesting, I'm going to make a video on there just for fun, guys. I don't personally put anything out there to say this is right, or it's your guys' opinion on what you want to believe. I'm just making the videos for fun and entertainment. You lot, leave your comments below. Leave your negative comments below. Leave your positive comments below, guys. It's all good. I don't care, man. I'm all good. It's all good for me. The more comments, the better. But anyways, guys, for now, this is what I'm going to break down now. I've had a look at AJ's knockouts here. All his main knockouts in his career. This goes back till 2014, all the way up till recent times. Now, just watch some of these knockouts now. I'll give you commentary as we're doing it. Not one of them I've seen when he's knocked the opponent down. He's just like put a right hand on him and they go. Like, I've never seen that. This is the first time. So let's just watch this. So this is his first opponent, Emmanuel Leo. I'm just going to turn the volume now. So Emmanuel Leo, 2013, I think. Another guy, Paul Butlin, 2013. Again, another guy. So slow that down a little bit. So look how he's beating these opponents, guys. This is early in his career, remember. He's putting loads of punches together, and his boxing he's just, well, left, right, left, right, left, right. He's not getting those crazy knockouts. He has done it before though. But he's putting big shots together, but it's accumulation of shots. Now, this is early in his career when he used to do a lot more combinations and stuff. Don't get me wrong, he'd be more experienced. But just notice how all his opponents, they never stand in one position. Even when they go down, they're always moving. If they're scared, they'll go to the ropes. No one ever walks up towards AJ. So this guy here, okay, he dropped off a punch here. I think the fight was over after that. But what I'm saying is, when they go down and they get back up, that's the keys I've been looking for. If they just go down and they quit, fair play. But I'm looking at keys where the opponent's fallen down, been knocked down, and then he's approached AJ. I can't find it. I'll carry on. But so okay, uppercut. Here's a program. Mat leg. This is a lot of people are putting in my comments. Mat leg. One of my last videos, Mat leg said when AJ hits you, it's like a brick wall. But I understand that AJ definitely does have power. But when Ngannou hits you as well, it's probably like a brick wall as well. But obviously Ngannou never got to land anything. So what I'm saying is, when Mat leg went down, he went down from an uppercut, yeah, and he got counted out. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't anything like Ngannou's knockout. Ngannou's knockout was a bit different. So these are just highlights, so I can't go through the entire fight because I'll get in trouble for copyright. So I'm just trying to explain as much as I can. Here's another guy, Matt Skelton. He got knocked to the ropes. And look at this. They all so you just saw Matt Skelton being knocked down before. He must have got up, and now AJ's coming for him. When AJ's coming for him, they do try to defend themselves. They're gonna go towards the ropes. They know what's coming. No one goes towards AJ. No one. So look, he's trying to move away from AJ. The referee stops it. Here's another guy. Can't pronounce his name, man. But look, it goes towards the ropes, goes down. He doesn't want it. Like, you can tell they're showing reactions that they know what's coming, and we don't want to be there. Another guy, Denis Bakatov, again to the ropes, trying to move his head. So what I'm saying is, when Ngannou was dropped, he didn't go to the ropes. He walked towards AJ. And I'm going to show some stuff again later on in this video, guys. And something that just was a little bit fishy to me. Now, again, I'm not claiming anything. I just want to put the information out there. You lot make your own decision. I think AJ won clearly. But just something doesn't add up, man. But let's have a look. So look at this guy. Boom, boom. Left, right. The referee stops it. Another guy, Michael Sparrow. Look, all these guys there, when they get hurt, they go to the ropes. They retreat. They put their guards up. Because they know what's coming for them. Now, none of these guys are going to walk towards AJ. Well, one of them might try to fight it. Like, this guy's trying to go for it. But, so he was knocked down there. Now, he's got back up. He's just all over the shop. Here's another guy. He wasn't knocked down. He just got knocked out straight away. So, AJ got him clean. Dropped him. He was knocked out. Fair play. But I'm talking about the guys that get up. And so, for example, with this guy who was knocked down, I think that was it for this geezer. I can't remember his name. What was his name? Rafael Zambano, whatever. So, once he got knocked down like that, the fight was over. If he got up now, for example, is he going to walk towards AJ? No. He's going to probably go towards the ropes. He's probably going to put his guard up. And, like, do you know what I'm saying? But watch, we'll show Ngannou stuff in a bit. He walks towards AJ. And he scratches his nose as well, which I'll point out in a bit. Here's another guy, Kevin Johnson. Again, towards the ropes. This is 2015, so this is very early. But still, here's another guy. AJ drops him. He goes down. But when he gets up, look how much he's moving. Okay, you could say Francis Ngannou hasn't got the experience. But, again, Dillian White, when AJ stopped him, he did the dance. But look, he's going towards the ropes. This is when he got stopped viciously. But again, look at the movement. He's not in one position. No one stands in front of AJ when they're hurt. It's stupid to stand in front of everyone. Unless Francis Ngannou was literally zero experience. But, okay, Charles Martin. I think Charles Martin got stopped through the count. So I'm not gonna really count Charles Martin because when he got dropped the second time, he was stopped. So, yeah, so he went down. That was the same way you could say Ngannou went down in the first round. Now, I'm not disputing anything with the first round or even the second knockdown. For me, it's just, I'm not even disputing it. It's just the knockout was a bit funny for me. But again, he goes down, sits him down on his ass, and I think he gets counted out and AJ wins. Dominic Brazil. But look at, okay, he went down there. You saw him go down. Now look how much he's going to move before he gets knocked out. He's going to go to the ropes. He's going to try swing. And then he gets knocked out. But he didn't stand in one position. And he wasn't one shot. We say AJ's got one punch knockout power. It's not like Wilder though. Wilder has that power where he can just knock you out with that punch. We've seen it. AJ's is more of accumulation. He does have one shot knockout power, but it's not as often as people think. So this is Eric Molina, who fell in the corner. But Eric Molina got back up. When Eric Molina got back up, guess what he's doing? He's on the ropes and he puts his guard up. Does Eric Molina walk towards AJ? No. No one walks towards AJ. He's actually facing away. He's trying to get away. Vladimir Klitschko goes down as well at some point. Goes down, stands back up. So obviously there was an uppercut in there that was quite vicious. But again, look at him. Look where Vladimir Klitschko's doing. This is where he got stopped, but he's always moving. He got dropped again. He's on the ropes. All these fighters, guys, they retreat when they hurt. No one's gonna come towards you when you're hurt, unless you don't know what you're doing, man. Unless you're just out of it. Got stopped. So look at AJ doing the head movement. This is Carlos Takam. Even Carlos Takam, there's a lot of movement. Don't get me wrong, but this was stopped on the feet, and AJ is obviously punching him. So this was stopped on the feet again. Alexander Povetkin. Show me. I'm yet to see a fighter where AJ is knocked out the same way he's knocked Ngannou out. If you can show me any segment, guys, I'd appreciate it. I might be missing something. Show me a segment where AJ's knocked Ngannou out with a previous fighter. The knockout. Show me a segment, because I can't find it. So Povetkin, it was a lead up. He knocked him down with a 1-2 again. He goes down for the count, and then I think this is the last stoppage. So he was off his feet. He was always moving. He's towards the ropes. He took accumulation of shots. He was still moving. He's on the ropes. Then obviously his balance went, and then the referee stopped it. Ngannou's is just totally different to anything AJ's fought. Again, you could say he's an MMA fighter, guys. That's why he doesn't have the experience. You could be right. You could be right, guys. It's just, I find it, I don't know, man. I just don't. I find it a little bit funny. But again, that could be the reason. But Kubrat Pulev, he took a lot of damage. But look, he's still moving around. You get what I'm saying? Look, he's gone down now. So that's him going down now. That's him going down. And this is probably the most recent example. That's probably the most closest, I would say. The most closest to be. Let's be honest. I'll give a little bit of credit here. This is the only performance I could say where Kubrat Pulev's come towards him a little bit, and he gets hit with the right hand, and he goes down. That's it, guys. That's it. So maybe it's this, guys. Kubrat Pulev accumulation shot. So Kubrat Pulev comes towards AJ, and then he goes down. That was probably the most similar to Ngannou. But again, guys, this is it is similar to Ngannou's. But guys, this if you watch the entire fight of this, it was like a back and forth. Like it was more like a powerhouse kind of showdown. Like there's a lot of pushing, a lot of pulling.
I can all pull a bat a little bit. So I pull a bat. Have a little pull and a push.
AJ damaged him throughout the fight, and then this ain't a right hand that was cocked up, because the way AJ knocked out Ngannou, it was obvious what he was going to do, and it's almost like Ngannou kind of accepted the punch. This is a straight hand, so I'm not going to actually say it's very similar exactly to the Ngannou knockout. This is a straight hand that knocked Ngannou down in the first fight. It's like a straight through. That's more harder to anticipate. And you can see Kubrat Pulev, I think he was just very tired at this point. This is late on the fight, round 9, and he just had no energy to get back up. But Ngannou's is totally different. Even here, Helenius, when Joshua knocked out Helenius in recent years. Again, guys, this was the first shot. He knocked him down. If there was a lot of movement, Helenius gave him trouble, but he got knocked out on the ropes. He didn't see the right hand, and it came as a straight over the top. He knocked him down, and then, yeah, he was out at that point. So this was the right hand over the top. But again, guys, just remember, he wasn't in one spot. He was by the ropes. And once he got hit with this, he didn't get back up, and he didn't walk towards AJ. He was over at this point. So again, I've not seen it. The closest was Kubrat Pulev, and then obviously recently Artur Wallin. he was stopped in the corner. He wasn't stopped any other way. So Otto Wallin, yeah. So other than that, guys, that's all I've saw. Now I'm gonna go back to the Joshua Ngannou fight, and I want to look at something. Let's go straight into, I don't, look, again, I've broken this down many times. Look, I'll do a quick overview again. I don't want to go through the entire fight again because I've done it too many times now. Look, round one.
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Round one, this for me looks legit. I can't say there's nothing legit about that, but in terms of the punch, it was legit. Now, Ngannou's claiming he was drugged, he was out of it, I don't know, or whatever. That's one side of the story. Now, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at, was Ngannou part of knowing he was going to lose? That's what I'm looking at today. Was he going to just take this knockout? Was he going to literally just take AJ's right hand and the chin and just go down? Or was he going to just do it? Was he going to get paid off? I don't know, guys. I'm just looking at different segments. So look, the second knockdown, second knockdown. This one again looks legit to me. Right hand over the top, that looks legit. Now this is the bit, guys. This is the bit, right? Okay, guys. For whatever reason, my recording stopped, man. So I did the video, but the recording stopped. So I'm just gonna go quickly now through what I was saying. So look, what I was trying to say, guys, is look. Now, as I said, the second knockdown looked real, legit. I just want to look at when he was knocked out. Now, I just want to point out a few things here. Before he gets knocked out, notice what Ngannou does with his hand, guys. So he steps on the side. This is the key bit I want to look at. So once the referee says you can continue, watch what Ngannou does right now, guys. He reaches up and he scratches his nose and he makes a weird face and he blinks. As soon as he does that, he walks towards AJ, guys, and AJ just hits that right hand over the top, full power flush, knocks him out. Now, guys, I've never seen AJ do that to anyone in that sort of sequence where he's dropped them, and then after they get up, they want to walk towards him. Now, the only thing you can think here, guys, is was it fixed? Was Ngannou told to go down? Because if he scratched his nose, guys, as I said, if you watch my previous video, I put in there about him claiming he was drugged. That's one case. But the other case is, was he part of the fixing? As in, was he told to go down? Was he told to take the right hand and go down? It's very strange, guys, very strange. And then obviously at that point he's knocked out. Now I just want to compare it to one other thing, guys. Probably gonna get a lot of slack for this, but I'm gonna show you anyways. So there was a fight, guys, if you remember, Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, and what I've noticed is it's a very similar to what happened in this fight. Very, very similar. So notice what Tyron Woodley does subtly with his right hand. So before he gets knocked out, there's two things that happen here. One, he touches his... He just touched his nose there. Boom. And he gets knocked out clean. And that's very similar to how Ngannou got knocked out. Now I want to break that down. I'm just going to show you a little bit slower because it's hard to see. So I'm going to put that a little bit slower for you. You can see this. Again, I'm not going to go into was this fight fixed or not. At the time, it looked weird to me, but I don't want to go into this. Now, there's two things that happen here. Before he got knocked out, Jake Paul gives him the signal. This is what I believe anyway. So just notice what Jake Paul does with his hand. He twists his glove with his wrist once. This has given Tyron Woodley the signal. At this point, Woodley is going to confirm it by touching his nose. So he touches his nose. Now it's locked in. And it's watches straight over the top, takes it flush, boom, goes down. Tyron Woodley goes down in a similar way. Now, I even want to show, guys, both these guys knew that the knockout was coming. Ngannou could tell that it was coming, and it's almost like he ate it flush. So I want to show the replay of the knockout. So look, right hand comes, guys, towards Ngannou. He can see it's coming, boom, takes it straight on the chin. So one more time. So let's have a look. Look, right hand comes towards Ngannou. He can see it coming, guys. He even turns his head. And at this point, does he know that he has to get knocked out? As in, does he know he has to lose the fight like that? Now, don't get me wrong, that punch was real. There's nothing fake about that punch, but what's dodgy is the way he got knocked out, the way he walks towards AJ, the way he scratches his nose to maybe indicate it's time, and then gets knocked out. Now again, you could say he's just scratching his nose. There's nothing deep into scratching your nose. In terms of psychology, there's two reasons you scratch your nose. When you're nervous or something you don't know is going to happen, you're trying to poker face, that's one sign. But I'm just looking at a narrative, guys. If it was fixed, could this be the signal for where AJ has to just put the right hand on him and he's just going to crack? And it's going to be a proper right hand, and Ngannou has to eat it. Now again, I'm probably going to get grilled in the comments, guys, for this video. But again, I'm not saying this is what I'm saying. I'm just looking at a narrative. So yeah, he goes down, boom. And then let's have a quick look at the Jake Paul one once more again. As I said, don't want to go too much into it. But it's very similar, guys, very similar. Signal was given, hand goes up. This one's a bit different because Jake Paul actually does a signal. He does the twisting of the hand. Then Tyron Woodley notices that, touches his nose right there, touched his nose, then takes it flush. But one thing I want to talk about, I don't know if he was actually knocked out here or if he's gone down, but he had to lose that fight. He also knew the right hand was coming, guys. So if we watch here, similar to the way Ngannou knew the right hand was going to come, let's just watch, because the way he's knocked out, it looks very dramatic. So he knows what's coming, and he tries to embrace for it as much as he can. Oh, he's already embracing for the right hand, guys, while his hand's up, and he knows he has to bring his hand down. Look at that, guys, and he's even turning away from the punch. Boom, takes it clean. Now, don't get me wrong, that could actually knock him out, and it does look legit. And the way he goes down is very realistic. He goes down head first. Now, the thing I'm trying to say is, did he know he had to lose the fight? So he's going to eat it flush. If he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. If not, he'll just pretend to go down. Again, guys, this is a far-fetched one, but I was looking at the side. Similar with Ngannou, as I said, guys. Touches his nose. AJ finishes him off in the same sort of way, guys. Right hand over the top. Puts him down. And as I said, when we watch the replay, it's very similar to what Tyron Woodley done. Boom. Takes it. Goes down. And as I said, I showed you AJ's fights. I've never seen this happen. So what I'm saying is, my verdict on this whole thing, guys, I don't think it was fixed, guys, but I'm just putting the narrative out there for those people that want to see if there is any sort of narrative. You let me know below. I can't even give you, in my opinion, I don't think it was fixed, but what I think could be happening is he was paid to lose. Maybe he wasn't supposed to win the fight. But again, I'm not taking anything away from AJ. Again, people, I don't like making these sort of videos because people get upset, guys. They think I'm trying to take credibility away from AJ. My opinion is, if somehow this was true, I don't think AJ would have even been involved in it. As in, AJ was doing a job. Ngannou might have known he had to lose. I don't know, guys. I'm just putting theories there. Yeah? Don't come after me, guys. I'm just putting theories out there, but it's a very interesting theory. Was the fight fixed? As I said, Ngannou claimed he was drugged, but this theory here shows, was it fixed? Because he kind of knows what he needs to get. He needs to get knocked out now. But then at the same time, was AJ involved? Because he's never delivered a right hand like that to any of his opponents. But again, looking at it properly, he's an inexperienced boxer, and that right hand, guys, it doesn't look. None of the punches AJ's threw, yeah, in all rounds. Round 1, round 2, I've already went through it. They look legitimate. For me, the only funny part is what happens here. My issue for myself is, why did Ngannou walk up to AJ? Like, what was he expecting to happen? Why doesn't he go towards the ropes, guys? Why doesn't he go towards the rope? Why doesn't he go backwards? Do you know what I'm saying? Why does he eat it flush? I think AJ delivered a proper right hand. That isn't a fake shot. But did Ngannou know he has to get knocked out here? He has to go down. And if he didn't get knocked out, he was going to fake it. It looks like he actually got knocked out. Again, far-fetched theory, guys, far-fetched. Again, I'm not saying this is my view. I'm just putting it out there. You lot, let me know your comments below. I know what's going to come with this video, guys. It's going to be a lot of people crying in those comments. But, guys, give your view. Give your view, man. Have a go at me if you want as well, guys. Have a go at me. It's all good. Catch you in the next one.